Viewer discretion is advised.
Привет, дорогие подписчики и зрители канала. Меня зовут Максим, и сегодня с вами пытаемся продолжить прохождение Divinity Original Sin. Не знаю, походил тут, поболтал со всеми. Честно, у меня 0 идей, вот только вот этот закрытый ящик. Идея, тут немножко денежек поднакопил. Да, вот 1600. Я думаю, парочку отмычек сейчас на рынке взять. Продолжаем искать улики. Давай, я думаю, в этом ящике парочка-троечка улик будет. Где-то тут я видел кого-то эти отмычки в продаже. По-моему, у тебя. Давай парочку купим, 3 вот отмычки.
Would you prefer a toasty fire spell to dry those vapors?
126. А может за 120 продашь, что ли?
Join the stud club if you got an eye for farm potatoes.
Не соглашается, вообще не торгуется, народ. Погнали, попробуем вскрыть.
A source hunter. I'd like to report some dark magic. Only tainted hearts could tip as miserably as this lot. I think I'm one of the last folks to hear him alive. That awful scream has been ringing in my ears ever since. And with the room where it all happened still under quarantine, we've though that's the question, isn't it? What exactly did happen? We all thought it was Esmeralda who checked into that room, and the Duke that followed her in. I was washing up and nudging the last of the lushes out of the door when a cloaked woman rushed in right past me. I never got a good look at her, damn my eyes, but I figured the way she disappeared that she was visiting one of the lodgers. Lucky for the perpetrators, I was rinsing bottles in the back when the terrible deed took place and saw nothing more. I'm not proud to say I ducked under the counter and damn well stayed there till I heard Ivad fling that door open, but I was paralyzed with fright. Been at the King Crab nearly 10 years now, personally. Seen every character you can imagine, from bums to wizards, passed through these doors for a pint and a place to rest.
Понятно. Ничего особо ценного не сказал.
Might need to blow this one open.
Ну как? Даже никакой мини-игры нет. Блин, только видишь, я потратил. Ладно. Взлом. У кого-нибудь есть взлом? А вот взлом. 0, 0, 0. Блин, никто не умеет взломать. Да ладно. Ладно, что мы имеем?
I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things.
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
К западу от Сайсила слабее, чем к востоку.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge? They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets.
Я не знаю, в городе мне, походу, вообще больше ловить-то нечего. Ну вот я с этой помощницей не могу никак. Не могу найти помощницу этого доктора. Как ее там, блин? Эвелин. Эвелин. С мэром ничего нового.
Watch the undead quiver in their moldy boots.
Я нашел ее дом, но я не знаю, где она сама. У нее там закрыто. Может взломать?
You there!
My
You
word!
don't look like someone who's ever been serenaded by a severed head. Stand right up!
What a tale!
Овца. Запасной ключ оригинальный. Оригинальный это этот? Оригинальный это этот, блин. Который сейчас толпу развлекает.
Well, what's this I've spotted?
The earth here seems to have been freshly fertilized and aerated. Obviously, someone has taken great care to maintain this gravesite. Are you sure you want to disturb it?
Со мной надо глубже разговаривать.
And a disgrace to whomever is maintaining this gravesite, too.
You step away from the grave.
А вот, может, лечебница она сидит. О, этот чел с посохом, может, он со мной сможет отправиться?
But if one were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percentage of 2,
Oh, a source hunter. Imagine that. Quite a bit more petite than the last of your kind I encountered. But no matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen, I'm sure... Me? Why, it was I who cured the Duchess of Arata of her unslakable thirst. A simple pinch of Atropa belladonna in her morning tea. Not to mention that it's been my guidance that has permitted my apprentice Evelyn to make quite a name for herself around Sicile of late. Yes. If that's how we're referring to the secretive use of a revolutionary. She's in the other room as we speak. Perhaps you can prevail upon her to offer a demonstration.
Магия камня.
She's gotten hold of a stone, supposedly capable of fantastic feats of healing. But she claims to have gotten the relic from a little northern town, Silverglen by name. Utter rubbish, I say. But with these blasted undead haunting the travel routes, I can hardly... Well, she certainly possesses a critical... I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right. Certainly, what would you like to know? The counsellor. Terrible loss, that. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. I've applied myself to that problem for 2 years, and still I declare it an act of the Almighty's.
Healing stone. Interesting indeed.
Nothing sets me on edge like inexplicable magic.
That relic of Evelyn's the so-called healing crystal. One look at that gem will be enough to convince me it's no force of good, but a bloodstone through and through. I've come across such a stone before. It may bloodstone. Is so named for a If that stone is what I suspect, I wouldn't trust Sicile's so-called healers any more than I'd...
Make her worthy of such
Anybody?
grave
Neither of you cares to
responsibilities.
plead for his very existence.
А вот и Эвелин.
Excuse me? This is a private sick room. Who in the name of the Seven do you think you are barging in here? Out, I say, right this instant. Oh, I'm sorry. It's this task. I'm just... Who am I to meddle with life and death this way? I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing! But this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I have but one healing stone, you see, and 2 direly wounded men who need it. I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation, but perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed source hunter. Surely you are more accustomed to weighing life and death than I. Yes, a curious relic indeed. I got it from a kindly abbot, Loic by name. I myself was nothing if not skeptical of his claims, but something happened as he handed me the stone. But it's strange. The stone is only good for a single use at a time before it reverts to a useless, inert state. It takes time to regain its magical properties, and I guard it cautiously.
Вообще тебя в убийстве подозревают, ты в курсе?
Is that so? Well, I handled the corpse myself, indeed, but I hardly knew the man in life. I was shocked when Ahu asked me to come to the crime scene, but Theliron had taken ill, and the responsibility fell to me. I arrived at the inn, where the body lay just where it had fallen. The injuries were like nothing I'd ever seen. A single intricate laceration wove like lace around every inch of his skin. Neither a beginning nor an ending point were discernible. I examined the corpse and recorded what information I could.
Зараза, блин, опять начинает, а?
I personally delivered the corpse the short distance to the mortician's house. As far as I know, everything was, as far as a magical murder is concerned, quite normal.
Ладно, чисто сердечное признание от нее мы не добьемся.
What would you like to know? One of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business, before he fell victim to an orcish club in the north, that is. Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead, but not quite so, and brought him here straight away. Quite the venerable staple of Seal, Stephen, and recently blessed with his third grandchild. He was leading a crew of builders when a stray beam struck him in the temple, and only a few days shy of his last day of work before retirement, no less.
Так он дед, что ли?
Nearly everyone in Seal is familiar with grinning Stephen, and as you can imagine, he's quite dear to his family. Don't dither long. These...
Дедок. И Борис.
What do you think? Would you like to learn more? You are?
It's taking Tenderfoot so long.
Борис?
Yes. Boris deserves to experience all the pleasures of life that Stephen has already enjoyed. Boris it is? Yes. I'll deliver the stone. I'm glad we'll get to save one man, but my heart breaks for the other.
Thank the seven.
No, this is highly abnormal.
I don't know what I did to deserve
Lightning.
this. I'm beyond grateful. I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend. I'm feeling stronger already. 1,000 thanks to you. What will I do? What won't I do? And after I've climbed every mountain in Riverland and smooched every girl who'll have me, I'll see you around then.
Can't say I didn't want to live. Wanted it with every fiber of my heart. Not just for my own sake, but for my family, you know.
Enjoy what remains of your life, will you?
Thank you. Thank you. That strange reaction you caused. Blue lightning from a healing stone. I've never seen anything like it. And the stone looks different now, too. Like it's devoid of life. I begin to wonder if its magical properties survived your little reaction.
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us. Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
Oh, I know it's here somewhere.
Hello again. That strange reaction you caused.
Чего я не могу забрать у нее этот камень?
Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us. Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us. Sorry, friend. I wish there were enough stones for both of us.
Hello again. That strange
Little party tricks hardly make her worthy. To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter? The world belongs to the young, they say, and Boris will live to take his piece. Thank you for your help in this matter. She's gotten hold of a stone. She claims to have utter rubbish, I say. But with these blood...
I feel no pleasure in bidding...
Welcome back, Source Hunters. I've been eagerly expecting you. You found another Starstone, haven't you? Go on, go on. Ask me how I know.
А, то есть мы забрали все-таки его камень.
Ah, mere child's play when you know what to look for. And luckily, I do. Do you remember when you first arrived on this plane? When the dormant portal that led us to this hall sprang to life? It's happened again, my friend. Another portal has reignited. The end of time is growing by the stone. It's all connected somehow. You, This place, the void. You don't imagine that I'd presume to explore it before you? No, I'm sure it's nothing. It's just that beyond the portal, I sense a presence that I can't quite account for. But this is only speculation, of course. Come, let me show you the way. Once you're through, you'll be able to report exactly what we're dealing with. I wonder who awaits you in the next...
What an impressive room.
So it is. A hall fit for kings.
Это кто?
You. It cannot be you. But it can only be you. The Guardians. Those I deceived. But oh, how weak you have become. As weak as you used to be strong. Look that it has come to this. He won't believe me, the fiend.
Спутник, которым прикажете покинуть отряд.
But they have come, as I prayed they would. Could they see?
Походу. Письмо генерала. Как он выглядит хотя бы?
Well, wouldn't you look fine with a strapping warrior at your side? Or is it mages you prefer? Oh, of course, Chief. But maybe you ought to get rid of some of your... oh.
Okay.
Careful, comrade. I think... But what'll you do if a parliament of Source Owls swoops down...
Back again? I thought you'd never asked.
Ты кто? Это... Аватары других игроков?
Careful, comrade. I think I sense a sorcerer. Onward. She...
Генералы. Генри. Опа. Ладно.
Who do you think that creature in there was?
I haven't the foggiest. But the eerie bit is that she seemed to know us.
The Lady of Time, the weaver of history. I am your biggest fan, dear lady. Could I get your autograph?
It shall be my pleasure, Sir Imp.
Good to see you on the shelter plane. Most certainly. Ah, yes, the Hall of Heroes. I can't think of a better place to gather new heroes should you come across such rarities. So, like you, she is a mystery. But she seems to know you, doesn't she? Perhaps you'll meet, like the imp said to the ballista opera, wouldn't it just? Just like from what ruins, caves, the...
How might I serve our mission? Threads I weave and she is one whose history is shrouded in darkness. She is more than a woman, though less than a goddess. She knows. The threads tell me that once... Oh, I can clearly read that armies you have led, demons and dragons you have conquered, that you have... ascended. But how can this be now that you stand before me a human, a mortal? How far has your soul fled from the being it used to be? New threads. More threads we
То
need.
есть раньше мы были чуть ли не богами, вознесенными какими-то, сейчас внезапно стали опять смертными. Искателями хоронили, хранилища, искать хранилища. Искатели.
I can't even smell the sea air over this rock.
Size seal, shiver me timbers and sliver me heels.
Colleagues, nothing. Come now.
Так, что имеем? Нашли камень. Но к убийце так и не приблизились. Со всеми поговорили. Ни черта непонятно.
You return marks of victory, Hunter. We'll vanquish our foes yet.
Любопытство берет вверх.
Careful now, that's a trap.
I can see the white light.
Не дойдем. Ну, здесь мы были, да, здесь дом этого ловушечника. А мне волки пиздюлей дали. какого хера не работает эта залупа, блядь? Почему меня нам сюда портает? Я же не подбирал ту пирамиду вторую. Или подбирал? А, подобрал. Блять, как ее подобрал? Да пиздец победы. С позором вернулся, блять. Все хуярят меня. Собаки хуярят, скелеты хуярят, блять. Все хуярят. Я не знаю, что мне делать, как мне стать сильнее-то, блять. Если я только в городе могу сидеть, блять, и то не знаю, что я тут могу сделать в городе, блять. Попахивает дропом, если честно, блять. Я не понимаю, что мне сделать. Как мне не понимаю, как мне прогрессировать. Как мне качаться, блять. Выхожу за предел этого города, мне пиздюлей сразу нахуй дадут. Давай скинем эту хуйню.
Let us see if you can choose the finest green.
Ну тут и скинем одну.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Дверь в дом Эвели. Возможно, что-то интересное нашли.
Shut tight.
Ключ использовал. Дом Рэджина. Да. Такой себе домик. Интересный подвал.
What's that gleam?
Горящая голова. Вот его можно арестовать. Ничего. Просто этот звук мне не нравится. Да уйди ты, блин. Пойдем поговорим с этим Реджинальдом, раз уж такая пляска пошла. Мы же имеем право изъять голову.
My word!
It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew
My
Elba,
word!
who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king...
Back for more, I see! Well, I can't say I'm surprised. What with... I think you've gotten quite familiar enough by now, thanks. Keep your paws in your pockets, if you please.
My word!
Ah! Yes, enter! Reginald the... I am Reginald the...
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti... Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare for the next show. Autographs will have to wait until the end. Patience, patience. Once we reach Reginald's cellar, I'll... pleasure to meet you. Now, please, Stefan has many fans to meet today.
Word.
Может, этот капитан смог что арестовать?
Show all of them. Sign seal what you're made of.
May the seven, may the soul of a...
Так, нет, дом повара
You don't
стоит.
think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been balls. I'll be discovered for life.
Hi, Mr. Head Honcho Legionnaire. The Source Hunter says that creep Robert stole my sheep.
And?
Well, aren't you going to arrest that stinking thief?
I'll have a talk with him, madam. You, again. Do feel free to depart from Seal at your earliest convenience. Whom would you have the Legion arrest? The elf? What in the name of Ahu's arse should I arrest him for?
It's true. He is a dangerous lunatic and needs to be incarcerated.
So, he wants you to kill that savage the mayor calls his daughter, does he? Hardly seems a crime to do so. But I guess I cannot allow assassinations to take place. I won't arrest him unless I have... As I suspected.
Ни того, ни другого он арестовывать не хочет.
Quiet! No... Quiet!
Здесь никого нет. А здесь для кого такой пир?
Source hunter or no, not a single non-legionnaire is permitted into the treasure room. Pockets have a pesky habit of growing extra deep in such places.
About face! Kill the barracks!
Пошли в эту странную пещеру, я не знаю, типа... Вот, наверное, сюда. Ладно, в следующей серии. На сегодня все. Спасибо за просмотр. Всего хорошего. Увидимся в следующей серии. Пока-пока.